We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With Karina ready in her chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
It is 6 o'clock somewhere. Maybe not in Idaho with all the potatoes. They're on potato time.
Potato time.
They're on potato time. So no, not in Idaho. It's not 6 o'clock, but here it's 6 o'clock.
It sure is.
Jasmine's like, it's 4 o'clock here. Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, Jasmine, I miss you.
There's a buzz somewhere. It's outside, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired.
I'm a little tired, little not tired. We napped.
Sponsored.
We napped a lot today. So
We did. It was nice.
yeah.
I'm just drinking my second Monster since 4 o'clock.
I don't know. I had like band practice and shit yesterday, so like,
How was band practice?
that was pretty good. Yeah, I think that's outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We did it's bothering me. Anyway.
I know.
This week it's bothering me. Last week it was okay. Anyway, no, we learned one of the songs and played it together for the first time.
Yeah.
Like that we're playing in a week and a half.
Yeah.
At the All WNY Punk Show.
Yeah.
October 9th at Tudor Lounge. Tsunami Surprise is back on the bill. Guy messaged me yesterday, right? He goes, hey, man, I hate to do this to you, but Skulking Ghost isn't going to play that show, but Tsunami Surprise will. I'm like, dude, at this point, as long as a band shows up and plays, I don't give a shit. Like, just like, make it happen.
Right.
So,
It's
yeah.
cool that they, covered it.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
one way or
we
another.
did lose another band, and unfortunately, and but it is what it is, and we'll find somebody. We're in the middle of we're working on it. We'll get somebody. I went out on Saturday, and I'm like handing out flyers. It's got Skulking Ghost, Living Brain Dead, Johnny Revolting, and one more to be announced. And somebody asked me yesterday. They said did your flyers have the infamous and more on it? I'm like, nah, I didn't want people to think we booked BD2, Billy Draws 2, whatever. I don't. Yeah,
That's what all WNY does.
yeah. Anyway, it wasn't even us that did it. That's the funny part.
That's true.
Yeah, it was somebody else that did it. So it was like, okay, yeah, we'll just run with it because it's hilarious that they were the only band not listed and it said and more.
And BD2 would have fit.
BD2 would have fit, but at the time they were Billy Draws 2,
True.
so
That's true.
might not have fit. But
Maybe
still,
that's why they rebranded.
maybe they're like, nobody's ever gonna put and more or TBA on a flyer. I'll put TBA just to spite them.
I gotta ask them about that. I gotta ask them if that's
Maybe
why.
that might be a reason.
It might be
it might be a good reason. Yeah, it's been a week.
Yeah. So hey,
Yeah,
you went to a show this weekend, right?
I did.
How was that?
That was a lot of fun. It was my first time seeing most of the bands on the show. I've seen One Way Terror before.
Yes.
And I knew, like, back then, I wasn't as familiar with Motorhead as I am now. And I knew they did a Motorhead cover. I just didn't know the song. So it was the last song they played, and it's my favorite Motorhead song. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I love it. Like, cool. They're playing rock and roll. Like, I know this one. But then, like, the rest of the band's really good, too. Dick Biscuit, really good band.
Yeah.
Houston and the Dirty Rats. Not from here. They're from New Jersey.
I feel like they play around here though. 'Cause I've
They
heard their name
do.
before.
They do. Actually, you had sent me a band that's playing this weekend, but they're from like Cleveland or something.
Oh.
So I'm like, I can't.
Kind of useless.
Yeah, it's not gonna help.
Useless for our purposes.
And one of the songs is actually short this week, like under 2 minutes. So we gotta fill like. But then I picked I picked a longer song for like the third spot, so it's all good. I actually gotta pull that up because I didn't write it down. It's all up here. Anyway, she's got to sneeze. I should have muted her mic before she sneezed. Oh well.
I warned you.
She didn't sneeze into the mic at least.
I warned you.
So anyway, yeah. So
do I have snot on my septum ring?
You do not.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, Houston and the Dirty Rats. So the dude's wearing a Working Class Stiffs T-shirt. I think they might originally be from here, or at least some of the members might originally be from here. But the singer's wearing a Working Class Stiffs T-shirt, and I'm just like, I designed that logo and don't have that shirt yet, Joe.
Called him out.
Well, I posted it on Facebook, and the band called him out on it. Joe, get on this, like. So yeah, maybe I'll get a Working Class Stiffs T-shirt sometime soon. I don't know.
For your next episode of Things You Might Not Know.
Yeah. I wore a Music Is Art shirt this week because I'm like wearing a Living Brain Dead. I'm like I don't want to make a political statement on the show.
I don't blame you.
You know what I mean? On the YouTube.
I think that
channel.
your content makes enough of a statement, though.
I think so. I agree, but
we know what side you're standing on.
But I think it was better to not wear the Living Brain Dead distressed T-shirt. So I'm just like. All right, let me change my shirt, and I found like my Music Is Art T-shirt was like, sitting on a pile. Like, okay, cool, I'm gonna wear this, and so I wore that, and I shot at like 5 o'clock in the morning, went to bed, got up and edited, and still got the video up, only 12 minutes late. 2:12. That video was online.
That's good.
It usually is. They're usually up at 2.
Cool.
So we talked about more local affairs here. Dr. Barnett Slepian.
That?
That's the abortion doctor that was assassinated back in the late 90s or early 2000s, something like that, somewhere around there. So we did a video about that.
Cool.
So I don't want to get political, but here's why you should hate this guy who shot this abortion doctor. But still, that's what I get for waiting until the last minute.
Yeah.
Like, what happened was, my daughter was here on Saturday.
Yes.
And we're sitting on the couch, and she's playing Switch, and I played Animal Crossing, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, what do I do now? So I shelled out the money and rebought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 for Switch, so I could play it like anywhere I go.
Does that mean that I can listen to it while you play it?
Sure.
Because the soundtrack, I'm not mad at that.
And then I kind of got caught up in playing that over like the next couple of nights. Actually, Saturday I went to the Rat Ops show.
Yes.
First time seeing Rat Ops. Everybody's like, how is this your first time you've ever seen Rat Ops? I'm like, dude, I came to a show, but it was so fucking hot here. We saw Shambles and left.
Yeah.
We bought everybody's merch.
We did.
But we saw Shambles and we left. That was the night of the Vanilla Ice concert.
Yeah, that was a long day when I wasn't doing my best.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, it was, the Rat Ops show was a really good show.
Yeah.
Really a lot of fun. A lot of cool people. I met some people. I owe an apology to the band Squint. Because when we played them a couple of weeks ago, I was calling them Squint because it's spelled with a Z. I met Kevin from the band, and he said, yeah, I'm Kevin from Squint. I'm like, Squint? He said, yeah. I'm like, I was saying that wrong. He's like, yeah, it's okay. Like, yeah, happens, dude. I'm sorry.
I'm really proud of you because you remember his name.
Yeah, I do. And I also met JD from Smitten for Trash.
That's awesome. You're remembering names.
But I know JD's name because I was messaging with him earlier in the day because Smitten for Trash is opening my birthday show on November 13th at
that's
Stamps.
Great.
So it's going to be Smitten for Trash. Let me try to say that again. Smitten for Trash, The Living Brain Dead, and Claymore.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be an interesting show. And we were kind of talking about that. JD and I, we were talking about, mixed genre shows.
Okay.
So like, we've got folk punk with Smitten for Trash. You've got straight up like Fear and No Effects, like Had a Baby punk. And you've got a hardcore metal band in Claymore. And we were originally kind of looking for something as like a buffer in between us and Claymore, and we were going to play first. But then when JD came to me like, hey, Smitten for Trash wants to play.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, yeah, you guys would actually be perfect. We'll have you open and we'll play second.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So, ain't like I got to worry
excited
about like,
that.
it's not like I got to worry about like being drunk by the time I go on stage. I don't drink.
You have a good point.
Yeah. So, been 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
That's great.
I was seeing the flyers for the, we did a mixed, it was all rock bands, but it was like mixed genre rock.
Yes.
So it was like the Lower Town Trio,
I remember this.
who are like rockabilly, and like Kickstart Rumble, who are like 50s, style rock. XM Priory, who are just straight up hard rock. And we closed and we had the Barksdales in between Kickstart Rumble and XM Priory. And that was the night that Nate's just like, this isn't going to work, man. This is going to work. That dude's playing a horn. I don't have a horn in my band. Like, dude, it's okay. It'll be okay. So, yeah, that's, but yeah, a bunch of good shows coming up from all WNY.
Yeah, let's think chronologically here.
Well, we got, of course, next Saturday,
Yes.
the all WNY punk show, Tsunami Surprise, Living Brain Dead, Johnny Revolting, and one more to be announced.
Okay.
Then we've got the couple of Halloween shows.
Yes, the 29th at Stamps.
And the 30th at Stamps.
Well, yes. 29th at Stamps, we have the Magic Tones, Yellow Sauce, Janie Crash, and the Tall Men. Carrie Faye and Anxious Kids Make Good People. Is there anybody else? Am I forgetting anybody?
I will find out for you in a second. All WNY Halloween night 1. Let's see if night 2 is down here too, and I can just pull it up. Nope.
Nope.
Of course not. Anyway, so let's just let's look here first. So that is Magic Tones, Janie Crash and the Tall Men, Yellow Sauce, Carrie Faye, and Anxious Kids Make Good People. $5 at the door, 21 and up with ID only.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll look up night 2 here, all WNY. This should be easier to remember because there's only 2 bands on the show, or 3 bands on the show, but I'm drawing a blank as to who any of them are.
Well, the Missing Worker.
The Missing Worker is one,
Rat
yes.
Hazard and Shady Hawk.
That is correct. The Missing Worker, Rat Hazard, and Shady Hawk. You are indeed correct.
Yay.
Which is like one of them, Shady Hawk, I think, has a show coming up this weekend.
Oh, shit.
I don't know where.
Shit.
Or
I'll look
when.
it up. I'll look it up on the first song break.
But I know I saw them, and I was like, I saw them on the bill. And I'm like, oh, we could play them. Like, wait a minute, no, we have them on a show in a couple of weeks.
Right,
we might play
wanna
them
play them then.
on the show. Upcoming events. With the safety meeting, who we're playing later today,
Oh,
and
shit. Cool.
and Unleash the Lion at Nietzsche's.
Cool.
This Saturday night at 10 p.m. Late start there.
Yeah. They always have late starts at Nietzsche's, it seems like.
I'm okay with the late starts at Nietzsche's. Nietzsche's is a great place to have shows, and
Yes.
and we had like the best sound there when we played there last January.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, the sound guy was like, he didn't like my tone from my guitar, and I didn't either. To be fair, like
You've
I
worked
was
on it a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like after that show, I was like, Brian, help.
Yeah.
And Brian helped and gave me some advice, and I followed some YouTube videos, and I have a tone I kind of like now. So, what are you
Are
doing?
we only seeing?
No, we're on everything.
Why is nobody chatting?
I don't know.
You guys, wake up.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're on everything. 3 of 3. We're on everything.
Okay.
I don't know why nobody's chatting. Oh well.
Jerks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mom.
It's because Laura's not here, I guess.
Mom. What you gotta say?
Anyway, but yeah, fantastic sound when we
Yeah.
played Nietzsche's, and I've since improved my tone, so I really want to play Nietzsche's again if they'll have us. I'm not reaching out trying to book us right now, but we're not necessarily saying no if anybody reaches out to us.
Okay.
So, because we have something in place, it's just a matter of like it's not a permanent
Right.
solution. So, and we're going to get through these next 2 shows and then maybe worry about like, okay, what do we do from here?
Yeah.
Because we've got music, and I've got music up here that's like, we need to write these songs.
Good.
And like, there's some songs that we have that we wrote with Brian that have not seen the light of day yet. So, and aren't going to at these next 2 shows, I don't think, because we're not ready for them. We haven't, like, we're just like, here's what we are currently playing. There's going to be one new song that we have played publicly, but it was on a live stream, so we haven't played it in front of people yet. But last practice, I'm playing it, and our fill-in bass player for October 9th, he goes, "Hey, what are you playing there? How are you playing that?" And I'm like, I have no idea. And then I came home and I looked it up because I have all these new songs. I have like the notes that I'm supposed to be playing.
Okay. So
when we got back together last night, I'm like, so you asked me last time how I was playing this new song? Wrong. I was playing it wrong. So now I know how to play it, and now we're okay. So
good.
So that's gonna be good. It was a crazy practice because we have we don't use amps at practice. We don't have. There's not a single amp in the room.
Okay.
So it's like how so like we have a headphone amplifier, and but all of my headphones have like the 1/8 inch jacks, and it takes 1/4 inch jacks. So I'm supposed to the only adapters I had are plugged into my board here.
Oh.
So I brought them last week because I had ordered more on Amazon, but they got here while I was at practice.
Okay.
So then they've been sitting on my desk for 2 weeks because we didn't have practice last week. And I'm like, okay, I got everything. I got my laptop. I'm good to go. Completely forgetting I was supposed to bring a mic stand for John, and completely forgetting I needed those headphone adapters. So we get there, I realize, oh shit, we don't have the headphone adapters. John, is there a Best Buy anywhere near here? And he just kind of laughs.
In Lockport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. Because I'm like, do you think Walmart might have these? And Dan's like, no.
Yeah.
So, probably not. Like, okay, great. So we're stuck. All right, cool. So I'm trying to come up with like any solution. I'm trying to like, all right, maybe if I run it out from the board, because John's very quiet, and I need John to have a microphone whenever he's anywhere, let alone on stage or at practice with us. We can't hear him when we got headphones on our head. Anyway, so luckily we, Dan was able to come up with a solution, and we were able to kind of play.
Yeah.
And with all of us being able to hear, because there was no way I like if it was just like me and Dan, I could probably hear everything, but like with the drums going, that wasn't happening. So, yeah. Laura demands Jazzy. Jazzy's here somewhere. She's ignoring us. Anyway.
She's here. Yeah. She better be here.
She was the first one in the chat today.
Yeah, Laura.
She was here. She was 2 hours early, according to her. Anyway. She's on potato time. Potato time.
We should make a clock out of a potato for her birthday, which was just like last couple days.
Yeah. Clock out of a potato, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's on potato time.
I gotcha. Makes sense. Okay.
And also, I think you can make a battery out of potato. So, like, we could actually make it out of potato.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Probably. That's probably something somebody's done and can demonstrate. So
we'll YouTube it.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Potato time.
Yep.
And speaking of potato time, we need to get potatoes.
We do need to get potatoes. I'm out of potatoes.
Yes.
I ate a lot of potatoes.
Jasmine, can you help us, please?
Yeah, Jasmine, send us some
potatoes.
Jasmine, send us some potatoes. I'm out. I finished them last night.
Well, at least it made it until I got here again.
Yeah. Laura says banana time. No, that's October 29th at Stamps with yellow sauce.
Yes. Laura, you are cordially invited to.
Somebody liked my banana pin on my vest.
Oh, really?
Somebody mentioned, like, oh, man, I like that. I'm like, oh, yeah, yellow sauce.
Yeah. Did they have any idea what you were talking about?
I think I probably, like, explained it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's my... And I started talking about, like, my idea for that Halloween show. And they're like, why don't you just dress as a giant banana? I'm like, no. I can't. That would disrespect the memory of Bob Paul. So...
yeah, we got to start thinking about Halloween costumes.
You eat them, Laura.
What do you do with potatoes?
Or if
I boil them, and then I fry some with seasoning, and I leave some boiled. Hi, John Johnson. And I
people are
pre-cook
starting to get
them.
here.
Yeah, everyone's a little late. That's okay.
We're on potato time? No.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
Jasmine moved to Idaho.
yeah, she's on potato time. It's only 4:20 there. Oh, Jasmine, it's 4:20. That's cute.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I had a great time this weekend.
That's awesome.
I didn't have such a great time the day before. I had to go to the vet.
I know.
The term, the phrase "quality of life" came up, and so they gave him an antibiotic, sent him on his way, and like it's like, guys, he hasn't eaten in 2 weeks, like. Yeah. So now it'll be 3 weeks. You know, I mean, at least
he had some water. You said
he's been drinking water. He's been using
vomiting.
the litter box. He's having trouble like cleaning himself and shit, swallowing. Yeah. So we have an appointment with the vet tomorrow to discuss quality of life, and if we can get that back for him, or if it's not worth trying anymore,
Well, it's kind of like weighing his suffering compared to...
No, exactly.
it's, I don't know.
Or like a time frame of when they can do, because they can't do the surgery until he needs dental surgery.
Right.
And he can't get the surgery until the infection clears up, and the infection, like they're giving him slow release antibiotics that take 2 weeks to course through his system. So meanwhile, he's not eating. He's at least, I've seen him drink.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah.
I've seen him use the litter box. I haven't seen him eat. I did the wet food or the dry food in water in a bowl for him, and that just sat there for a couple of days.
Wet food. Maybe we can take him inside and give him some wet food.
I was thinking of trying to give him some wet food, but I want to make sure I can do it at a time when I can sit there, when one of us can sit there and watch him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been a good idea too.
Yeah, we'll do that after the show.
So yeah, we have this meeting tomorrow morning, so hopefully, they said 10:50 when I called in, or when they called me. They told me 11 when I booked it, but 10:50. 10 minutes fine.
We can work with that.
Anyway,
especially if it's not rainy.
Right.
Laura challenged me. She said I can't make cookies out of potatoes.
I believe you can.
I feel like I have made a hash brown kind of potato cookie before. It would be a lot of work. It would be expensive as fuck. Yeah. So I'm gonna make chocolate chip potato cookies and send them to Jasmine.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah, it does sound good.
It does not sound good. Chocolate chips and potatoes.
I wasn't paying attention.
You're an asshole.
I was trying to eliminate some of this buzzing. I know
you're not winning though.
I mean, it's less annoying.
Yeah, it's still there though.
It's less annoying though.
Hey, I'm really glad that we pointed it out to our listeners though, so that they're sure to hear it too. Oh, it's gone.
No, it's not.
We just have to not stop talking, and then you can't hear it. So we just can't stop talking.
Yeah, I'm fucking with high pass filters and shit, just trying to see if I can come up with something that'll take that out.
Well, how long do we have before the song break? Do I have time to tell
7
everybody?
minutes.
Do I have time to tell everybody about my new little friend?
You do.
Oh my God, you guys! So I woke up this morning, and I went and I washed up and whatnot, and then I came back downstairs, and I was going to put something in my bag that was on the floor, and wrapped up in the handle of my hobo bag was a baby mouse, and it was really scared. So I grabbed it. It didn't even fight me. It didn't run away. I thought it was going to run away. It was it's too much of a baby to run away. I don't know how it got there. So I picked it up and I brought it upstairs and showed it to my mother. Look what I found. Look at this trophy, like cats do with mice. And she was like, "Ew, get it out of here, put it outside." And she's like, "Damn it, that means there's more down there." And I'm like, "Yeah." So then I brought it into my sister because I knew my sister would be more excited than my mother. And Allison was like half asleep and she didn't have her glasses on. So I'm like, hey, look what I got. And she just reaches over and slaps my hand and almost got the poor little mouse. And yeah, she was like, she realized that she just like smacked at something that was alive, and she like, give me my glasses. And she thought it was cute too, but she told me to put it outside also. So I put it outside in Mom's garden, but then it came out of the garden and it sat in a grassy patch in the sunshine, and it was just sitting there. Like, I don't know if it couldn't walk or what, but it's just sitting there and like cleaning itself in the sunshine. So I took video when I had it in my hand and when I had it outside. You can check out my Facebook stories. I should probably put them on Instagram too.
Possibly.
Yeah. But I made friends with the cute little mouse, and I don't know if it was a girl mouse or a boy mouse or a they mouse, but it was really cute, and it was my friend for like 2 minutes there.
Cool.
I love it. I gave it a kiss.
Cool.
It was really cute.
Your mom made you put it outside, though. That sucks.
Yeah. But, you know, I was like, it might be okay, right?
Yeah.
It might be okay.
Replace Joe with the mouse.
It was really cute. The mouse would fit in here also.
He would, yeah.
I would share my microphone with them. We don't know if it's a
right.
girl mouse or a boy mouse.
The Think So Mouse Show.
The Think So Mouse Show. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It took me 3 minutes to talk about the mouse.
Yeah, so now we still have 4 minutes to kill before the song break.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
Could have had Tigger chase the mouse.
You know, I live with 2 cats at Mom's house.
Yeah.
And there's rodents, but they're not really allowed unsupervised in the basement.
Right.
Maybe that's the problem.
Right.
Because we leave our cats unsupervised, and we don't seem to have rodents.
The Think So Mouse Show. I'd buy that for $1, says John Johnson. We're going to have to make a Think So Mouse t-shirt, aren't we?
Oh, my gosh. Can we put a picture of the mouse on it?
Yeah, we can put a picture.
Yeah, we can put a picture of the mouse on it.
And he might sue us for his likeness being used. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be okay.
It's going to be 30 years from now, the mouse is going to be like, yo, I didn't approve this.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I know that the pizza world is not that exciting to everybody, but you guys got to hear about this. Friday, our menu dropped in the mailer in Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a huge misprint.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. So the Brando packs, right? They're pizza and wing combos.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like good discounts, whatever. But the one that was supposed to be a small and 10 wings was printed as a large and 10 wings, which is basically like a fucking steal. And we have to honor it.
Yeah.
So our menus weren't supposed to drop until Monday, for one thing.
Uh-huh.
So we were totally not staffed or prepared for people to like know about us more, or for that misprint. We had to honor the misprint, which like it's just good business, but also it's the law.
Right.
So, oh my God, like my managers, my above me managers had to just sit down with thousands of fucking menus and thousands of fucking stickers the size of a fucking fingernail and go through every menu and cover up the misprint with a sticker that like corrects it. And now we're handing out new menus every time somebody orders that. But yeah, so Friday night, we're not staffed for this. We're getting slammed all night. And it just did not stop. I worked Friday through Tuesday. It did not stop.
That would explain why you were so busy.
Yes, that is why. That was why we were so busy. But the thing is that after that first day or two, it wasn't just people ordering the misprint. It was like people who had already ordered the misprint, gotten the new menus, and they were like, oh, well, we'll try this. And it was really cool because people weren't all getting like wings and pizza. They were getting kind of like quesadillas and shit.
A fitting revenge just liked our stream.
Oh, hi.
We're not even playing them this week. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so mice, pizza, wings. I hate chicken wings. I like aggressively hate chicken wings. I think they're the most disgusting thing in the world. And it's not like Brando's before my current boss took over was disgusting. Like the owner took no pride in anything. And we served wings that were not exactly fresh. And that was gross, okay? But even wings that are fresh are fucking gross. They are dripping in juices and blood, and we just throw them in the fryer like that, and we get covered in that shit. And then you have to take the buckets that the chicken drips into, and you have to like dump them out and bleach them and soak them, and then you got to dump out the more raw chicken. Oh my God, that shit is gross. I feel like if I had a few more bucks to spare in my life, I would give like $10 to whoever at the end of the night so that I don't have to do that. Because I had to do that the other day, and it was really fucking, it was yesterday. It was really fucking, I almost threw up. And like there's two people, the driver and the pizza cooker is just standing there watching me. I'm like, you guys, seriously? Like, I don't expect you to help, but you don't have to stare at me while I'm gagging here.
She'll give $10 to somebody to clean up if she had the money. Meanwhile, she hands me $60 like, here, this is for Metallica.
I have priorities.
Anyway, this is a new song.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This is our friends At The Helm.
Awesome.
Facebook.com/@thehelmny. We'll start doing that. How's that?
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
That sounds like an
That's
idea.
a really
At The Helm NY on Facebook. And this song's called Broken Words Won't Heal the World on all WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
No, you can't change the world for fixing all the broken words. All of this crap, I am so sick of it. Darling, we raised a fool. All of us cracked, mired in sycophants, hurling towards impending doom. No, you can't change the world before fixing all the broken words. No, 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 you can't save the world. Broken words won't heal the world. Let's not go back for our own betterment. Don't give them reason to rule. Heads can't get hacked, the news is full of it. It's the season to be cruel. No, you can't change the world before fixing all the broken words. No, 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 you can't save the world. Broken words won't heal the Get on your marks, say the word, we will go. The victim will face the news. Give them the gun, the race is almost done. This victor we will not choose. No, you can't change the world before
At the Helm on all WNY Think So Joe show.
That was beautiful.
It was. Nope, it's still there.
It's still there.
I thought it was gone. I'm like, yeah, it's gone. No, it's not. Anyway.
I would like to comment with Laura
Yes.
and John
Okay.
along with my pizza story.
Yes.
Pizza is okay. Laura had a cat that was scared of mouse. I've had cats that were afraid of mice too. Bitches. Pizza world is the most important world. It is pretty important. Pizza should be banned, even though it's the most important world. And what are wings? What do you mean? What are wings?
Wasn't Wings that TV show in the 80s?
It was. It was also Paul McCartney.
That's
and Lennon
right.
McCartney's band.
I knew there was a band called Wings. I'm like, why? Like, I can't picture who Wings are, but now that you mention, yes, that was Paul McCartney's band. I'm like, wasn't there a band called Wings? What did they sing? Like, who was Wings? Like, yeah, there you go. It was Paul McCartney's band after the Beatles. Anyway.
Yeah. John Johnson thinks that boneless chicken wings rule. I may have
I
made a
agree.
few extra boneless chicken wings last week
Okay.
and just like shaking them in some yummy sauces and like.
And didn't bring any home to me.
Well, if I make 12 for a 10-piece order, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put them in a styro.
Fine.
I'm just gonna eat them.
Fine.
Do we sell chicken lips? No. Thank you for asking.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the insults Donatello says to Casey Jones in the Ninja Turtles movie? They're going back and forth alphabetically with insults.
Oh, I don't know. We should watch that.
I might be wrong. I don't know. Well, yes, we should watch that. We
should.
absolutely. We also
You know,
should.
we should watch Return to Oz.
And Up.
Eh.
I was just about to say those two things.
Yeah.
We're home together tomorrow. We can hook up the projector and all that.
I do plan to do some cleaning tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we can still make some time for a couple of movies.
A movie. Choose wisely.
Up.
I said choose wisely.
I did. I chose Up.
Okay, if I already am crying tomorrow and then you put Up on, we're going to have a fucking
Okay,
problem.
okay. If we have to put the cat down, we'll watch Return to Oz. That's a fair compromise.
I say we watch Ninja Turtles and don't base our movie choice on whether or not we have to put the cat down.
Fair. Anyway.
Next movie night, we'll watch.
There's your mom.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Took her almost 40 minutes to get here.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're
course,
going to watch Up.
Of course, I've seen how your mom drives, so that doesn't that explains why she's 40 minutes. I'm kidding.
Oh, don't challenge how my mom drives. She's dangerous enough.
I mean, if only I had a physical example of that on my front porch. Sorry.
She just stopped listening. She's like, that's what I get for saying hi.
I'm only kidding. Anyway.
But are you?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you're just spitting facts.
I mean, I'm telling the truth, but I'm also just kidding. Anyway, that might be true. She can drive better than me.
She gets from point A to point B.
She has a license. I voluntarily don't. So
I think mine is voluntary.
well, okay. So technically, mine isn't voluntary, but I mean, it is also voluntary because I was like, well, I have this license. It's suspended.
Mom's yelling at you.
I have a license. It's suspended. I can probably, if I had the time to go get a sleep study done, probably get it fixed. But fuck it. What the fuck do I need a license for? I could get everywhere. We were just in Rochester 2 weeks ago. True. Like, you know.
Oh, my God.
I wish I was in Rochester tonight. I got to tell you, because tonight is, they finally are airing AEW Dynamite from Rochester tonight.
Yes.
Which they were supposed to do last year. Was the first show that got canceled from AEW because of the pandemic.
Okay.
It was supposed to be the night that Mr. Brody Lee debuted on AEW, and he still did, just not in his hometown. And unfortunately, he passed in December, and they're having tonight's Dynamite is dedicated to him.
I
So
didn't know all that.
so yeah.
Well, we do know somebody who's there, do we not?
We know a few people. I know a few people who are there. I know Nick Landers is there.
Yeah, Nick is there.
Yeah.
Nick Landers is everywhere.
If you guys are listening in Rochester for getting ready to go to AEW Dynamite tonight, have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie, because that's been like the wrestling show to watch lately.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it wasn't a year ago when they were supposed to be in Rochester, but I mean, it's been picking up even more steam lately. And there was a WWE pay-per-view Sunday. I didn't even. I watched it after the 49ers game.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was the game?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay. The Bills won.
Yeah, let's not talk about that either. Let's not do that either. Copyrights. Copyrights. You're not allowed to do that.
For more than 30 seconds.
No, that's not how that works.
I have almonds stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, that's...
You not eating the almonds before the podcast was a really good idea.
That's why I don't eat the almonds.
Speaking of which, have you thought about dinner?
Not really, no.
Think about dinner on the next song break.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was. I mean, the Niners almost won.
Yeah, it was actually a good game though.
It turned out to be. It started out really shitty, and then it started to become a good game, and then like a couple of bad pass interference calls, and you could take that to mean whatever you want. Whether I mean they were bad moves by the 49er defense or bad calls by the referees. You determine.
Okay.
But yeah, that's they were up with 30 seconds left, and
Ouch.
gave Aaron Rodgers the ball. So what are you gonna do?
Ouch.
I mean, the dude's like 100. He's been playing in the NFL since like 1947. So like, I mean. How is he still this good? I got to give credit where it's due. Aaron Rodgers is a fantastic quarterback.
Okay.
Even if the Niners always seem to usually beat him, they couldn't this past weekend. That's okay. We'll forgive them. 2-1.
I like that you're not a sore loser.
2-1. There's still plenty of football left to play.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You want to talk about a good game though? Last night I didn't see the game, but last night was the first Sabres preseason game.
Oh, shit.
And we left band practice, and I get notifications every time somebody scores in a Sabres game. And apparently that also counts for preseason games, too.
That's cool.
So I get in the car, and I look at the notifications, and it's like, it's 4-1 Columbus. I'm like, I looked at Dan, I said, dude, I am so glad I'm not watching this Sabres game right now. He's like, oh, that bad, huh? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's 4-1 Columbus. And then by the time I got home, it was 4-3 Columbus. And then it was 4-4. And I didn't tune in. I should have tuned in.
Huh?
They ended up winning 5-4 in overtime.
That sounds like a great game.
And I really wish I would have at least like tuned in for overtime, because they're showing all the preseason games. You guys here in Buffalo who are Sabres fans, if you want to watch the games, they're showing them all, I guess, on Sabres.com, I'd imagine.
Okay.
I don't know. I was not home to watch last night's. Maybe I'll tune into tomorrow's. It's preseason. It doesn't matter.
It's still
But
exciting.
It's really nice to see that like they were able to come back and win this game. I mean, I'm sure it was probably like people who are like fighting to make the team rather than, like Olafson and Skinner and all those guys who are somehow still with the team after last offseason. But yeah, it was pretty good. I actually went to a Sabres game last week.
Right.
I don't know if I talked about it in the air last week.
I don't think you did.
I went to a Sabres game. I went to, they had the Prospects game against the New Jersey Devils. And I'm like, cool, that's $10. I'm home. Make Joe the coach of the Sabres. Get me a Gordon Bombay haircut. I need to grow hair to do that though. Anyway.
You get a wig.
I'll just dress up like Lindy Ruff. Anyway, but I went to, I saw them in a Prospects game, and they won, I think, 2 or 3-0, something like that. It was a shutout.
Yeah.
For Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Say that again.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
I said it right.
You said Luukkonen. It's Luukkonen. Anyway.
Oh, Laura mentioned the braids.
The button don't work.
Aww.
I'll try it, but I don't think it works. Let me see if I hit. Nope, Just got a little caution symbol there. Anyway, yeah, the button don't work. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Fix all that.
Well, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, go to merch.thinksojoe.com.
Yep.
Buy a ThinkSoJoe t-shirt. Buy a Karina's Cookies mug. And
We got this red background light, and the logo is red, so it's like half the logo is like.
well, maybe we should change the color of the light.
Maybe. What color here?
Ooh, that's too Christmassy.
I don't like
It's
it.
Halloween. There.
Okay, I could deal with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I could deal with that.
Okay.
Anyway,
So next time the logo pops up, maybe you guys will be able to
it'll
see it.
be a little more visible,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, so that was I don't know if that was like last week or the week before, but yeah, I went to a Sabres game. Yeah, okay, cool. Hockey. Like I feel good about being in a hockey arena, you know, like and it was before like the restrictions all kicked in for like you have to be vaccinated, but it was like, you know, I'm vaccinated.
Right.
And like the kids near me are wearing masks, so good parenting behind me.
Right.
Somebody over like in that direction somewhere was like sitting there with their kid who didn't look to be 12 and old enough to get the vaccine, not wearing a mask. Like, you should probably have that kid wearing a mask, dude. But whatever, it's your kid. Your kid gets sick, that's not my problem.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm not saying like if I get your kid sick, I'm not concerned about your kid. And I'm not saying I'm not saying I want the dude's kid to get sick, but I'm saying like, dude, be a parent here.
Right.
You know, like you should probably, do something to protect your child from this pandemic that is still ongoing.
Yeah.
Even if
people
it-
don't
even if-
really think of
Yeah.
it that way. They kind of think, oh, it's almost over. Like we're bored with it. Yes. Is it almost over? I don't know.
Joe is pro sickness. I am indeed down with the sickness. Ooh, ah! I can't do it. I need Leland. Leland.
Needles.
I need your David Draymond impression. Anyway.
I heard that song on the way home yesterday.
Yeah.
And got really excited. I was like, man, I haven't just sat down and listened to this song in a minute.
I saw it was like they just released that album on vinyl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now I've got all this money in my pocket, so now I'm thinking maybe I should go to the record store this weekend.
It's Metallica money.
It's record store money.
I'm not.
Anything I do in San Francisco is probably going to have to go on my card. So any
Yeah.
cash I have is record store money.
But I can't give you any currency
I-
other than
I
cash. Do you want
understand.
me to give you some Bitcoin?
Yes, that would be wonderful. As long as it increases in value and doesn't go like my Dogecoin. I haven't even looked at that in a while. I don't even know what my fucking stocks and crypto look like right now. Let's take a look. See how bad I'm doing.
Indeed.
I bought Doge at an average of 33 cents, and it is currently 19.6 cents. So,
So buy.
yeah, I mean, that would lower my average. So I like when it got to that's kind of the plan. If it gets back down to like 15 is maybe buy more.
Yeah.
Just so if it gets, so I can lower my average and then sell back at the average and just kind of not lose money on it. But yeah.
I don't know how many people have explained cryptocurrency to me. I don't know if I don't get it or if I don't care. Shut up, take my money, you know?
It's basically the stock market for fake money.
But real money is fake money. It only has value because the government's like, hey, this means this.
Sure.
You can trade this paper for this candy bar,
Agreed.
you know?
I went to the store today.
Yes.
Went to Dollar General over here, and
Did you give me a candy bar?
I did not. They're remodeling. There's still a candy bar that I got you the last time.
I know.
went out.
I opened it today, the one at the
Okay.
foot of the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened it today.
I got you little miniatures, and I got you a regular
I ate
sized
the
candy bar.
miniatures.
There was a Mr. Goodbar wrapper sitting on the floor. I'm like, hey, look, shitty Buffalo venue.
Aw.
Great venue, shitty sound. And that's not 100% on their sound, guys.
No, it's a box room.
Yeah. Like our hotel room was last weekend, where I'm trying to do a voiceover and just sound is just bouncing everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe went to the store. what Joe wants to the store. I don't care. I want Karina to talk about pizzas. How much in Bitcoin is to get a living brain dead shirt? I'm sure it's not.
Oh my God, that's a funny question.
I'm sure it's. I'm sure it's a very, very, very low amount of Bitcoin, given what Bitcoin is worth right now.
Oh.
But yeah, I went to the store and they're remodeling.
Yes.
So I guess they must be restocking everything because
Well, yeah.
I'm like trying to get down aisles and I can't because they're just blocked.
But this is not anything new for Dollar General.
I mean, it was worse today.
Okay. Oh, wow.
It was literally every aisle. And like literally like you come out of an aisle, you can't turn to go down the next aisle because there's so much shit in the way. And I found my crackers. I'm good. I didn't find my fruit snacks, but I got my crackers, so we're good.
Yeah.
I bought 2 boxes. I'm like, all right, now I don't have to come here for a couple of weeks. Like I like to, like, I'll have an apple for breakfast every morning, and then it's like, I'm still a little hungry. Let me eat some of these crackers.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have them back in the house. I was out for a couple of days there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was ridiculous. I couldn't get down like any aisles. I'm like, there's a guy like working, trying to put shit on the shelves, and like I can't. Like he keeps like walking in the way, like accidentally. You know, he apologized. He wasn't trying to get in the way. And then they now have a self-checkout. So they got 2 registers and a self-checkout. Both registers are open, but the self-checkout is not properly programmed yet.
Yet.
And they've got like boxes of, you know, the mini potato chip bags like stacked on top of the fucking like the self-checkout.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if you had that open,
Oh my God.
and the 2 of you open, which is, you know, even just the self-checkout would be just as efficient as that store usually is.
Truth.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it was
And
ridiculous.
maybe it would be less sassy than the cashiers.
Probably. I don't know. The cashiers there, some of them are nice. They're
Yeah.
very, Jasmine's back. Brody came home for potatoes.
Oh.
Anyway.
What kind of potatoes did you guys have for a potato?
Anyway.
I'm going to have to send her potato recipes so that she can prepare.
Well, I just tagged her in a post on Facebook. I don't know if she saw it. Anyway. So yeah, what were we talking about now?
Dollar General.
Dollar General. Yeah. So I got my crackers and I came home and I'm like, why can't I find anything? I'm like trying to move these big ass like stock carts out of the way, like trying to look like is what I'm looking for back here is what I'm looking for back here, and like no, it's you know like I can't find or get to anything. So
Yeah.
Your mom's still here. She didn't tune out after I made fun of her driving. Anyway.
Oh, you're mean.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Dollar Shave Club says your box is shipped. Anyway.
What's that? Oh.
That's a guitar pick that just flew. These guitar picks suck from Guitar Crate. They're like, the shape is not
No, it's
useful.
too rounded.
Yeah. And this one's broken too.
Oh.
I saw it. Yeah, see? I tried to use it to unscrew something the other day because I'm like, I need a nickel or a dime because it was like one of the adapters for the mic stand. And I'm like, I can't find one. I could barely, like, I had to get in between 2 of the big ass stock carts to get the crackers. And I was like very like I was glad I was able to find those because I can't, like, the Tops around here doesn't have them.
They don't have shit.
Which is weird. Like,
They don't have shit.
no.
I mean, like, they don't have shit.
I mean, I probably could just, you know, when we Instacart, get some from, like...
That's a good point, because we need potatoes.
But if they're going to this Tops, like they did the last time...
They're not going to be able to find anything, because they don't have shit.
Right. I actually went. You remember we were trying to get the chicken strips the last time.
Yes.
So I went the next day. They literally, and I was saying like, oh, dude probably just didn't know that they were with the lunch meat instead of the chicken. No, I went. They literally didn't have the brand that I was trying to buy. They had another brand. So I still think maybe he didn't know where they were, but because why wouldn't he have offered me the other brand?
True.
So I bought the other brand and I got that.
Were
but
they
I
still
also.
good?
Huh? I haven't tried them yet. They're still because I bought chicken breast too, and I'm like, ooh, throw this on the Foreman grill.
Yeah.
And the
Do
first
you season it?
no, I put
23 out of 10. You guys.
aw.
Aw, thank you. My mom colored my hair for me. Look, I'm orange again. There.
I see. Yes. I noticed. I noticed.
He noticed.
If you could believe that, I noticed.
He did.
Yes, she does look pretty every day.
Thank
I
you,
tell her all the
guys.
time. Anyway,
Thank you.
yeah. So I lost my train of thought again. Oh, chicken.
Chicken.
So I bought chicken breast, and I
Not
usually,
chicken lips.
No, chicken chicken tenders. It said.
Okay, so it could be lips. It doesn't
Could be lips. It just says chicken tenders. I don't know what part of the chicken that is. So but it's perfect to throw on the Foreman grill.
Okay.
So the first night I'm just like, well, I got to make sure it's cooked, and I just left it the fuck on. I'm like, I don't know how long to cook this for, and it doesn't like change. It's not like beef where it changes color when you cook it.
Chicken changes color when you cook it.
I mean, not like as drastically as beef.
Pretty drastically.
I don't know. Anyway.
I'll teach you how to cook some chicken.
Anyway, so I did it the first night, and it's like, oh man, this is tough. It's flavorless. What the fuck?
You overcooked it.
I overcooked it. The next night, I'm like, I threw it on the grill, and then I asked her. I said, hey, Wiretap, how long do you cook chicken for on a Foreman grill? 8 to 9, according to the website, ForemanGrill.com or whatever. It's 8 to 9 minutes. Like, oh. Okay, so I just kind of looked at the clock. I'm like, all right, that'll be about 8 or 9 minutes right there. Let me take this off, and it was perfect.
Well, that's good.
So I did it again the next night. It was perfect.
That's
like,
really
yeah,
good.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to get that balance of like, okay, when do I put the potatoes in the microwave?
The potatoes, you get them hot. They take a while to cool down, so you can put them in when you put the meat on.
Okay. I waited a little bit, and then I like put them in, and then I'm it's like, okay, well, now I'm still waiting on the meat, so I'm just gonna eat the potatoes now. So chicken is whitish color; it turns brown. Beef, I mean, it's just not. I still say it's not as drastic of a change as beef.
It's pink, and then it turns white, and then it browns a little.
Okay, that's what I had was like whitish brown.
Yeah.
Brownish white, maybe.
Then Jasmine says, then you can eat your pudding because you eat your meat.
Yes.
Aw, Jasmine.
Vegetarians cannot eat pudding.
Nope, no pudding for them.
You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
Oh my God. I just acquired a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Did I tell you about this?
You did not.
Oh my gosh, okay. So Karina's cleaning service is now a thing. And I, on my mornings off, clean for some of my friends. And one of my friends is recently out of a breakup and acquired quite a bit of women's clothing, including a really badass Pink Floyd t-shirt. I don't even like Pink Floyd that much, but it's a badass t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited that it's like going to a thrift store.
Jasmine stole Brotato's Pink Floyd t-shirt.
Well, mine's better.
Anyway, you'll notice when she first said, then you can eat your pudding,
Yeah.
she spelled it Puddin apostrophe. That's her Harley Quinn obsession auto-correcting.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's see. We got, still like 40 seconds.
40 seconds. Let's set it up. Hey, you guys, The Last Rain just released a new EP.
Yes, a new EP.
What was it called
We
again?
listened to it before the show.
It's Too Darn Loud or something?
Just too darn. You've never seen Back to the Future.
When I was little, like when it came out.
The EP is called Just Too Darn Loud, and the last song on it is actually The Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News.
Okay.
It's an entire EP, 5 songs, 80s covers.
Yeah.
So we're not allowed to play any of them.
So we'll have to play something a little older.
So we're going to play a little bit older Last Rain stuff to just kind of, but we wanted to tell you that they've released this 80s 5-track EP. And
it was really good.
I'm kind of upset about it because the Living Brain Dead were talking about doing the same.
You can wait a year and do it.
We could do different songs because we don't play any of the songs that are on that.
And you play different style than the Last Rain.
And we play
like,
a much different style. And you can come hear that style on October 9th. Anyway, but The Last Rain.
It would be cool if you did a whole show of 80s covers from different styles.
Yes.
Wouldn't
that'd
that be
cool.
neat? That would be neat.
That would actually be pretty cool.
That would be fun.
The Last Rain and new 80s cover EP, Just Too Darn Loud, is available now. This song is not on it. It's an original called The Storm on All WNY Think So Joe Show. The Last Rain on All WNY Think So Joe Show. And yes, that was the start of the next song of theirs. I didn't hit the button in time to stop it because it was like, oh, gotta hit it right there, just right. Damn it. Not sitting here editing it. Fuck
No.
that. I'm too lazy.
No.
I still needed to come up with a thumbnail, and I still needed to, I was like still working on like re-adding Tsunami Surprise to the October 9th flyer because that was a whole confusing thing, but it's all good. We're super excited.
As long as they show up.
As long as Johnny Revolting and us are there, we're
Right.
good.
Right.
So, I mean, because we've been looking forward to playing with them forever.
Yes.
And they've been wanting to play with us forever, so we're excited about that. Jasmine missed the whole conversation
Jasmine, you
about
missed
Tigger.
that. Rewind. We're not doing it again.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that again.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I'm sorry. There's no content to fill this space.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm excited to see you guys play.
I'm excited to just play and finally get some of this energy and emotion out that we've been, sitting on for the past 3 months and trying to deal with. And I think we're going about it the right way. I think we're kind of like, let's get somebody to fill in for a couple of shows. Let's get this energy out. Let's get this, first couple of shows out of the way and get back to like some sense of band normalcy, I guess.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's never going to be normal for us because Brian was like the primary contributor to everything.
Yeah.
Even like stuff that I would contribute, Brian's like, well, what if you did this? What if you tried it this way? What if you put this effect on it? What if you did this? And like I was telling somebody the other day, like, I play, everything's digital for me now. And it has been since I started playing music again. But I started with what's called an HX Stomp from Line 6. And that's only got so much processing power. And it was kind of like, Brian kept saying, well, why don't you add a flanger here? Why don't you do some wah here? Why don't you put this effect on here? And then I'm adding effects to songs, and I'm just like, dude, I'm kind of out of processing power here. I was to a point where every single song was its own preset on the thing. And so I was, then I bought what's called an HX Effects from Line 6 and was kind of running that as my effects chain, and my Stomp was my amp modeler, and that caused some problems at our last show because I hit a button. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot. I didn't know it was there. And I hit a button, and I don't know what I hit. And it's got these little tiny screens above each button, but no like big display, like what I have now has. And it's just like to exit, press, and it's jumping to like random ones.
Oh God.
And I can't like find it. So I had to like turn it off and turn it back on to like for anybody to be able to hear my guitar.
Yeah.
So that was it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And by that point I had already bought what I have now, which is a Helix Lt, which is basically a big, more powerful version of what I had before. It's basically the Stomp and the effects all rolled into one with an expression pedal and all that. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna buy this. And then Brian bought my Stomp, and I sent back the HX Effects. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can have a preset that's got everything on it and have buttons on my main board that do all these effects. And I only need this one board to have everything instead of having, the HX Stomp and the HX Effects and a what do you call it? A expression pedal separate from that. And like, it's just, oh man, that was, so now everything's all in one, but it was all that's because of Brian. Like, hey, you should use a phaser right here, and you should do this, you should do that, like, and it really helped me a lot, and helped the songwriting process, and helped everything come along. And it didn't hurt that Brian was always like, hey guys, here's a song for you, here's how you play it. I've already written the guitar and drums and bass and all. Kevin, you just need to come up with vocals.
Yeah.
And, I don't have that ability to kind of just be like, hey, I have this idea for, I have this song idea, and I'm going to do that constantly.
Right.
Like, I do that, but it's just like I'll get in the shower and something will pop in my head. I'll be like,
Isn't that so
that's
inconvenient?
That's so cool. I got to remember it when I get out of the shower.
Do you ever remember it?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
And then I come straight in. I come straight in here. I get dressed first, and I come straight in here, grab a guitar, start like trying to figure out what was going on in my head and get it out through the guitar, and then grab the acoustic, turn on the camera, and send it over to just post it in the band group. And like the last few times I've done that, I haven't been like, hey guys, there's a new song in the band group, the band folder, because like we haven't been doing anything. We just now got back together. Like a lot of that was like when John was like leading up to his surgery.
Yeah.
And when Brian was still with us and leading up to his, I would just record some shit, throw it in there for later to just be like, hey guys, check this out.
Yeah.
Here's some stuff I did, and we should maybe build on this. So I came up with something really cool yesterday, and I did that. I recorded it, I sent it, and then I got to band practice. I'm like, yeah, I came up with this thing, and I tried to remember how I played it, and I could not. And I could have pulled up the video, but it was like, nah, it's not really, it's not really important right now. The songwriting process is like not important at all right now. It is, let's play the songs we've got. Let's play these songs that we're paying tribute to Brian with, and let's do these 2 shows and then worry about songwriting. And we've got 2 new songs we don't have words for yet. We've got, and then I've got 3 or 4 riffs up there. Brian's still got stuff in there that we haven't done yet. So there's so much content that we have, but like, once we use all that up, it's like, okay, now I have to come up with stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, Steven Adler and Slash made Sweet Child of Mine, total freak accident. Yeah, that story. You know that story? No. Slash was playing a string skipping exercise, and Axl was like, hey, that sounds really cool. That should be a song. And Slash was like, dude, no, it's just an exercise. No, that should be a song. And it went on to be one of the biggest fucking songs ever. To a point where I have a children's book based on the lyrics.
Yep.
I have some cool kids books.
You do. You have a cool collection.
I got Demolition on Mars. It's a coloring book based on the WWF tag team Demolition.
That's pretty cool.
I bought that. I forgot I bought that, and until it was like, oh, you paid so and so. Like, I did what now? Or no, your shipment from so and so is on the way. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's that? What did I order? What did I? Is this like a record I bought that I forgot about, or what? And then I looked, and it's like Demolition on Mars. I'm like, what the fuck is Demolition on? Oh, and my buddy Chris, and I are like certified the biggest Demolition fans in the world, according to Demolition Smash, and so I was like, dude, look at this book I bought. And he goes, where do I get this? And so I pointed him in the right direction. So I would imagine, no, I don't have any of Mick Foley's children's books.
I didn't know Mick Foley had children's
books. Mick Foley has children's books.
Of course he does. He does everything.
Yeah, Mick Foley's like just got he's such a smart guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Getting bashed in the head as much as he has. He's very fucking smart.
That is true.
Yeah, no, I don't have any. I have like one of his biographies, and I used to have his first novel, but it got like damaged in a flood in my old basement. Oh. So I don't have that anymore. But yeah, I never even got a chance to read it because I found it like, you remember like you used to be able to there used to be like discount bookstores like everywhere. Yeah. You just walk in and it's like, here's books that we couldn't sell. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I found that. I'm like, I got to buy this. I haven't read it. And I never got around to reading it. And it would make for a great yellow sauce book, you know? And I kind of need a yellow sauce book before next month.
That's true.
Because I'm, I finished the book that I was reading. So should get a new book cover made.
You should.
I got to find a book and then design a cover and go get it printed out at FedEx or whatever. Yeah. Wherever I was getting them done. I remember like this when I did the second one, because we did one for the original Ballad of Bob Paul, and then I did one for Flying Bison. Right. And when I went back to get the one for Flying Bison. It was the same lady working that printed up the Ballad of Bob Paul one. And she goes, oh, yeah, I thought I recognized this.
That's cool.
Yeah. There was no greater tag team than Demolition, Laura. None. Ever.
I have no opinion on the topic.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Get all these people. Oh, the Legion of Doom. Like, no, if the Legion of Doom were any good, they would have won the WWF tag team titles before they won the... Demolition were the longest reigning WWF tag team champions before the Legion of Doom ever made it to the big leagues. So...
I'm sorry, what?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I feel very passionately about this subject.
I know you do, and
I love Demolition. That's my favorite tag team ever. The Dudley Boy, nah, maybe, but not quite.
You like them though.
I do like the Dudley Boys.
I know who they are.
I think they did great things in professional wrestling in the tag team division, and unlike Demolition, one of them went on to win a world championship. So we'll give them some credit there.
You know the tag team that me and Allison liked when we were little?
Who's that?
The Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers. Okay. That's back in the day.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. My dad used to walk around like that.
Licking your forehead.
Yeah. Oh my God, he did. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't wait to see Allison again. I'm gonna lick her forehead.
Anyway. Yeah, I saw them. They wrestled at my first WWF show I ever went to.
Oh, cool.
They were like right there in front of me because it was a tag team match, and their corner was like right where I was.
That's
It was
cool.
like, yeah.
Good stuff.
But yeah, no, I saw a meme the other day. It was like, I may be old, but I saw all the best tag teams, and it's like you're missing Demolition, you're missing the Brainbusters. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know, like. You got the fucking LOD and Money Inc., but you don't have the fucking Brainbusters and Demolition. You're not old enough to know what real tag team wrestling is. Anyway, I digress.
From what?
I don't know. Guys, what should I order for food?
Yeah, I want a steak sub. Where should we do this other than Jim's Steakout?
Yeah, not Jim's.
No.
Literally in the band chat today, I was like, yeah, we could have dinner on Saturday, just anywhere but Jim's.
Yeah. You guys should come to Brando's.
Well, I mean, you're probably not going to be working
Not that early.
next Saturday.
Oh, next
Saturday, day of the show.
Yeah, you got to remind me to get that off.
Jasmine says dinosaur. I don't want dinosaur.
No, I want a steak sub.
Yeah.
Actually, dinosaur sound. I just want meat. Dinosaur sounds all right.
I'm not interested.
Jasmine, don't you want some dinosaur barbecue? Do they have good barbecue in Idaho?
They have.
How many different ways do they prepare potatoes
They
at
have
the barbecue place?
They have dinosaur potato out there. Anyway.
Oh man.
It's too bad we don't live closer to Rochester. We could get garbage plates.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Those were good. Good wood. Good wood is a good place for barbecue, apparently.
Goodwood. How many ways do they
Good
prepare?
wood.
How many ways do they prepare their potatoes, and how many ways do they prepare their ribs? Is that Carl's Jr.'s or Hardee's up there? Neither.
It's neither. We don't have those.
Oh my gosh, do you remember Whataburger?
I've heard of Whataburger. Did we have one here?
I don't think so.
I don't think we ever had
remember
one here.
one up here, but there was like one walking distance from my house my apartment in Winter Park when I was away at school.
At Full Sail, yeah.
And like the first few months it closed, and I could have lived on Whataburger.
I know what Whataburger is because when Stone Cold Steve Austin was like really heavy into the what chant, which I don't know if you know about the what chant. Anyway, so Steve Austin is around. He's a bad guy, and every time somebody would say something, he would go, "What? What?" And then like when he became a good guy after that, he would start telling stories. So he'd be like, "I wanted a burger. What? I wanted a beer. What? I wanted some fries. What? So I went into what a burger." Literally, that's like the what a burger. That's literally a quote from a Stone Cold Steve Austin promo. So yeah, I don't know. We got we don't really we finally got Checkers up here.
I know, and Five Guys.
I really enjoy Checkers and Five Guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
John Johnson says here in Virginia, they have Whataburger.
And that it's a miracle between two buns.
It really, really is.
Jasmine
I'm
had
so glad that
Whataburger
they
in
still
Arizona.
exist somewhere. I was afraid the whole chain closed down because, like, it was a great location for a Whataburger. Like, I can't imagine why it closed down. I could have lived on that food. Yo, but my point was, you're in Virginia, dude. How'd you find us? How did he find
Hockey.
us? Oh, hockey. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah. Through the board hockey fan stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
it all comes together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, we've got friends in Virginia.
We do have friends in Virginia. This is true.
We have people we've actually met in Virginia. I have family in Virginia. Anyway, don't look them up. Anyways, yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's $13 for a burger, but it's worth every penny. I could live on just that in a day because it's like a good sized burger.
one of my best friends swears by Rock Burger in Niagara Falls.
Where's that?
I have no idea. I haven't been to Niagara Falls since it's been a thing, so I have no idea. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like Five Guys. I like Checkers.
Yeah, maybe we can get burgers.
I don't know.
But we had
we'll
Five
see.
Guys last time.
We did have Five Guys last time,
It was
and
really
Mighty
good.
last time.
I don't want Mighty.
we had Five Guys early in the day, and then later she's like, "I got the munchies. Let's get Mighty." You know you want Mighty. I'm like, I don't want to eat this stuff.
It's his cheat days when I'm home.
I guess. So yeah, I'm down like 13 pounds.
That's great. How do you feel?
Fat.
Aw, you're looking good.
I'm trying to get to 185.
Okay, that'll be pretty.
I'm at like 212.
Okay, you're
So
getting there.
trying to hit 185. I was looking at pants the other day because I'm like, I like when we play in the band, I always wear like I have like camo cargo pants
Right.
that I bought specifically. Like that's what I used to wear like exclusively.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, okay, I got to get some new cargo pants. I'll wear them when I'm playing in the band.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I want to try something else because like I look at old videos of Brian and look at what he's wearing and I'm just like, oh, that's so like
He dressed cool.
He's got those pants are so cool.
Yeah.
So I was looking at like pants online. I looked up like Rockstar pants.
Okay.
And I actually found a site that did gear for Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, and Ruby Soho.
Okay.
We call her by her current and
Yeah.
official name now, Ruby.
What was her name
Ruby
before
Soho,
that?
Ruby Riot.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
So they did gear for all them, and so this site does like Rockstar and wrestling pants, like. And I'm looking at these Bray Wyatt pants, and they're like $300. I'm like, I don't want to spend $300 on a single piece of clothing that's not a hockey jersey. I barely want to do that. But those pants are so cool. But then it's like, but if I buy them,
While you're losing weight.
like then I lose all this weight. Like these are like newish jeans.
They are. They're in good shape and everything. They're hanging off him.
Yeah, I went in. I walked in the bathroom while you were putting on makeup, and I was just like, "Look."
Yeah. That's a good feeling, though. I know that feeling because my weight fluctuates so much.
Yeah.
Like when.
Oh, you're looking great too.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I told you that during the last song break too, but
Thank you.
but yeah, it definitely deserves a mention on air.
I guess.
Yeah, how great you look.
Thank you.
I'm trying. I gotta start exercising. I really do. Like that was part of the reason I wanted to walk to the store.
Okay.
Because like I've been in a house the last 2 days. Like I mean, we did band practice last night. That was pretty sweaty. But like, I need living brain dead pants and like Diesel from back in the day and had tassels on the side.
Oh my God, do it. You should have Sarah make them.
I was thinking of getting like some like black jeans and just putting like a living brain dead skull on them somewhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to come up, but like I also don't want to spend money if I'm gonna lose weight, and then it's like, okay, well, these look cool. in a frame on the wall because they don't look good on me anymore because they're like six sizes too big, you know. Like I used to be 32. I got up to 40 and I'm probably like 38, 36, somewhere around there now, waist size. So I don't, you know, it's kind of, you know, like, yeah, cool. I'm definitely losing weight. I had to like retie my drawstring on my pajama pants.
Oh, nice. Who uses drawstrings?
I do because I don't want my pants falling down. Anyway, yeah, no, I was, but yeah, I'm thinking like maybe I can just buy a regular pair of jeans, get some patches, like kind of figure out how to make them like kind of distressed and put the patches in from like the inside. You know what I mean?
Take a razor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
DIY, yo.
Yeah. I don't know. And then I can maybe just get some cool Rockstar pants for like $20 and then worry about it later, you know? Thought I don't wear pants.
He only wears pants with pockets. What's in your pockets?
Same stuff as last week. Actually, less because my keys aren't in here.
Nice.
There's a mask, there's my pens and markers, and my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I do wear pants outside of the house. I mean, sometimes if it's cold, I'll wear pajama pants.
Right. And it has cooled down.
It got cool. I haven't had to use any air conditioners except this one.
It gets stuffy in here.
It does. I mean, there's a lot of gear running. A lot of like even when it's not like when I've got lights and cameras and everything off, like the computer's generating heat.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the mixer's always on. And
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, like I turn them off at night, but like
Night to you. That's called the daytime to most of us.
3 a.m? That's still night.
It's the morning.
It's still night.
I'd say after 2:30.
Do I wear?
it's the
No,
morning.
I don't like wearing sweatpants outside of the house. I don't like wearing sweatpants in the house. I dressed as Mick Foley for Halloween one year, and I wore sweatpants, and I was so uncomfortable. I'm just like, I don't like this. I should have wore jeans or something. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, back then I was still wearing like cargo pants all the time. So, like, you know,
Oh, the cargo pants days. I don't know.
I think I think the other thing is like I always buy like wide-legged jeans, and I think maybe that's like I don't like the way they look on me anymore.
Maybe might try a skinnier leg.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I was looking at like the Rockstar jeans, and they're all like tapered, you know, like
Like boot cut for a girl.
yeah, something like that. And it's just like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to spend a couple of $100 on a pair of pants. Maybe I'll just look at Hot Topic.
Yeah, yeah.
So Hot Topic has these like they're half black and half plaid.
Ooh.
And it's like, oh, those are kind of cool, but they don't have them in my size.
Of course not.
Damn it.
Those sound pretty cool.
I found another, like, I found something similar somewhere else, and they were like $40. But the problem was, like, it was only, like, the plaid was only on, like, a quarter of them. So, like, just the one front of the one leg. So it's like, I don't want that. That looks ridiculous.
Oh.
So that's why they're only $40 on this site where everything else is $100, you know? So, wore long john boots and shorts and felt, I dressing as Andy Kaufman. Yeah.
I saw that movie about him.
Man on the Moon. I own that on DVD.
I would watch that again.
I got yelled at for watching it.
I would watch that again. If I sat down and watched movies and didn't have like a list of movies that I have to watch for homework.
Yeah.
And I'm not watching Up this week.
Understandable. I watched the 49ers game on the projector the other day, and then I was like, I might as well watch the fucking wrestling pay-per-view now.
Yeah.
It's I get a message like, hey, here's the scripts. Like, yeah, I'm still watching the pay-per-view, dude. I will get to you as soon as this is done. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I saw that movie like a long time ago, like when it first came out on like home video. I'd imagine DVD.
Right.
But then I was like watching it again some other like later on, and there's a scene where he's surrounded by naked women, and I'm getting yelled at. I'm like, I didn't know it was in here. What the fuck? I didn't make the goddamn movie. The fuck? I'm just watching a movie. It's a it's a bio about a comedian, and this is shit that apparently happened in his life.
Apparently, yeah.
Like, I didn't make these fucking movies. I don't know. I don't go out of my way to watch movies with nudity in them. Like, you know, like Hollywood movies with nudity. Anyway.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night at Mohawk Place,
What do we got?
the Struggling Productions presents.
Okay, cool.
This
is a good lineup.
That's Mr. Ryan Gurnett's
Yes, I
stuff.
know.
And this is a great show tomorrow at 8 p.m. at Mohawk with Chucky Campbell, Early Bird, 45 Government, Nubia the Artist, and our dear friend, Mr. Mark Lee.
Yes.
And this is a newer song from Mark. It's a short one, too. So
I didn't expect this to be the short one for some reason.
yeah, this is the short one, if you can believe that. And this is a song called Beyond 3 from Mr. Mark Lee on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
What is love without respect? Have my ex on speed dial. Meanwhile, your tears falling misplaced your trust. That look of disgust, like damn, yeah, my child is raised inflicts aches and pains. I gotta stand up and change into a better man. So God, please, I hope she let me in. And yeah, I'm knocking the door, and I ain't what I was before. Your instincts, it makes sense, and why you distant? And y'all listen, I want you happy. Yeah, no matter yet the weather, gray skies, but in time, yeah, the sun gon' rise, and the light beams illuminates and shines on you. Be one, your growth, don't stress, you deserve the best, and it comes with time. When you love someone, you would take time to listen. If you got a good one, don't take them for granted. Be one, your growth, don't stress, you deserve the best, and it comes with time.
Mark Lee on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
That's pretty groovy.
Good friend of the show.
Yeah.
The last Living Brain Dead show, I wore a Mark Lee tank top.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable in tank tops too.
Yeah.
I don't like, you know, I wear the shirts that are cut like you could see my whole fucking torso, but like, I don't like tank tops.
Yeah.
So like, but he only had that shirt available in a tank top. So I was like, all right, man, let me get that. And then we'll, go for, I'll figure it out. So I wore like a shirt over it.
Yeah.
But I was, repping Mark Lee.
Nice.
At the last show, and we opened for Head PE. So, that,
right before pandemic hit.
right, literally right before everything shut down.
Like a day, 2 days, right?
Also 2 days before we got our CDs in. So finally on October 9th, I'm going to be able to go, don't be afraid of tank tops. You're a man beast.
Aw.
I literally, so like this show coming up October 9th is going to be the first time ever that I'm going to be able to say, yeah, we got CDs in the back. So, I mean, we had like Living Brain, ThinkSo Brain, like demo CDs,
Yeah.
but like those weren't anything.
No,
There were 3 songs. We made the discs at home. I had a what do you call it? Light Scribe.
Yeah.
Which is like it uses lasers to print the CD.
Yeah.
So we had those. I don't have any of those. I
No.
gave the last one to somebody because they were looking for one. I'm like, I only have this one, but you can have it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I have a Light Scribe drive anywhere anymore that works, But yeah, that was, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Which was on a Tuesday. Dan Twist would love that joke, but anyway.
So I made the kids at work listen to G-Funk,
Yeah.
hip hop, and they did not appreciate it as much as me and my peers did.
So you had to regulate. So we went. Speaking of head PE, I went with the Twists
Yes.
up to Rochester to see Inherent Vice open for head PE a few years back, and there was this opening artist. I forget what their name is, but like they had this song, and it just kept saying it was on a Tuesday, and so that's like a running gag with Dan Twist and I.
Yeah.
Not like super long after that, I saw somebody had posted in a wrestling forum a song somebody did about Brody Lee, who was at the time Luke Harper in WWE, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and it turned out it was that guy who did the "It Was on a Tuesday" song.
That's
I
funny.
can't remember his name. But speaking of artists that we know and love, shout out to Lazy Ass Destroyer, man. He had
Fuck yeah.
he thinks it's hilarious that he had a 100% blockage in his LAD valve in his heart. LAD, Lazy Ass Destroyer. What are the odds? He's currently stuck in California, basically, I guess, on Bill Manspeaker's couch.
You know,
There's worse places you could be.
Yeah. At least it'll be interesting.
I guess, like, he had this massive heart attack. He called Bill. Bill came and picked him up and drove his ass to the hospital.
Wow.
This is Bill's account of things. He drove him to the hospital, and, like, Lazy, I guess, was, like, clutching his arm.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, and, like, Bill thought, like, Lazy was going to die in his car.
Yeah.
And he got him to the hospital. He sat out in the parking lot for 2 hours because they wouldn't let him in because he wasn't, like, immediate family.
Yeah.
So he sat out in the parking. He went in. He said, I brought my friend here. What's going on? And they said, we transferred him to this other hospital. So Bill had to
Oh, my God.
go to the other hospital.
And he asked.
Yeah. And so now Lazy is recuperating on, I guess, on Bill's couch, trying to find a way back to Cincinnati. They've told him he can't fly. So he was going to take a train, and everybody's like, no, dude, don't do that either.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound safe.
Right. Kind of sounds just as bad.
I mean, it's not air travel, and you're not as much at risk for blood clots. And of course, when I hear the word blood clots now, I'm like, please listen to your doctors, please. Because I lost one and almost lost another because of that.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to lose, I'm not, like, best friends with Lazy. We don't hang all the time, but when he's in town.
Give him cookies.
When he's in town, I try to go see him and try to say hi to him, or at least, so I don't want to lose another friend, and so people were telling him, no, stay where you're at. So he had found somebody to drive him to Cincinnati. And people are like, no, dude, just please stay where you are. And, I had commented, dude, please just rest, heal, get better. And then the next time you're in Buffalo, I'll make sure we get you some heart-shaped cookies to go with the crashed car cookies that we got you the last, because he had crashed his car in fucking Minnesota or Montana or wherever the fuck.
Those cookies were cool.
They were. He appreciated them.
Yeah.
And so I... and then his wife chimed in, and she was like, no, he's staying where he is, and I'm making sure he goes to the doctor before he leaves California to make sure he's okay to travel home.
Good.
He's got a wife. He's got 2 kids. He's got another one on the way. Like, we don't want, dude, Lazy.
You need him around.
Lazy, I know you're not watching, man, but, our thoughts are with you, man. We hope you recover
Thoughts
fully,
and prayers and healing vibes and hugs.
We hope you recover fully and make it out of this and are back telling us fuck it.
Yeah, true.
In a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was and of course Green Jello just lost one of their younger members.
Yeah.
To I don't know if it was I don't remember if it was suicide or a drug overdose. It was one of the. I think it was. It might have been like suicide because of drugs. It had something to do with drugs.
Oh.
And Bill was super upset about that.
Yeah.
And it was one of the regional. Like they go around place to place, and he's got a few guys that come with him everywhere. Lazy being one of them. And then everybody else is just like from the region. So it was one of the regional guys, but Bill like cares so much, you know.
Yeah.
And he was really upset about it, and
Which is kind of, he cares so much, and he has the biggest, like, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the biggest band.
yeah.
And that he cares about every member like that. That's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, and so like and like Lazy like travels with him regularly.
That's
so
cool.
like you know, obviously like, you know, I mean, like if anything happens to me while I'm in California, I might have to call Bill Manspeaker. I don't know.
You're right.
I mean, I'll be in San Francisco and not L.A., but still, you
Yeah,
know.
they're kind of far away, aren't they?
It's a couple hours, a few hour drive, I think.
Well,
depending
it
on
would be a few
traffic.
Yeah, traffic.
But yeah, I you know, but yeah, definitely hope to see Lazy get through this and get
Yeah.
back up on his feet. I mean, he's in good spirits from what I can tell on Facebook.
That
You know what I mean?
helps.
Like he wants to get home to his wife and kids, but I mean, they would rather him, you know, stay in California alive than
Right.
get home to Cincinnati dead. So,
True.
or you know, in any worse shape than he already is.
Very true.
So, you know, thankfully, Bill Manspeaker was able to get him to the hospital and, you know, get well soon, Lazy.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, we're not super tight, but you know, we know who each other are.
Yeah.
I try to go to his shows when he's here, and I try to at least say hello and chat with him for a little bit because we, you know, kind of hit it off at that, you know, the show out
That
in
warehouse
Rochester
show.
at the warehouse.
Yeah.
With Just One More, and he was on that, and he was telling I told him about the, you know, the crashed car cookies came from you, and he was telling everybody that, yeah, somebody made some crashed car cookies, and he's fucking here, man. Like, yeah, hi, that was my idea. I didn't make the cookies, but it was my idea.
I got real creative with the decoration
did,
though,
you
because
did.
they crashed wasn't in mountains and snow.
Yeah, well, they flipped the car and ended up
Yeah.
in the snow, and so you put like mud and snow on the top of the.
It was chocolate and powdered sugar, and then I switched it around and did vanilla with like cocoa powder, so it looked like mud and snow.
Yeah, yeah,
I got real
those-
creative.
They looked really cool. I wish I would have.
I hope they were. I mean, they probably tasted good. They were my cookies.
Yeah, I wonder if he like took them home to his kids. Or
I know.
Maybe I
they
don't
probably
know.
wouldn't make it, you know, on the road.
I guess. I mean, I don't know where they were going after Rochester, but I know the Green Jello tour was over at that point, so he
Yeah.
might have just been going back home. I don't know. Or Krusty got a hold of
I'm not mad.
him.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's you know, it was crazy to see that post of, you know, him in the hospital, and here's what happened in my LAD valve, and it's got like the other picture in the post is what's an LAD valve, and he's like, can you believe it? The LAD valve. that's an amazing coincidence.
It really is. He
But
should
I'm-
probably
I'm-
turn that into a meme of some sort.
I'm glad he's in good spirits,
Yeah,
and
it's gonna help.
you know, you can you know, somebody's selling Lazy Ass Destroyer voodoo dolls,
Oh shit! Really?
and they are any sales they make right now, they're donating, but you have to like reach out to the person who's making them.
I'm
so I'm
super
kinda like-
interested.
Kind of like I don't want to talk to anybody new.
I know. I'll do it. I'm super interested. Get me the information.
I'll find it for you.
Okay. I'd
Because
like to help
I would love
Lazy.
to. Yeah, I would love to as well. Like I mean that's a good dude.
Yeah.
You know, like if you only see like his stage, you know,
I
his
know.
stage persona, he's like he doesn't
Crazy.
seem like he'd be a good dude, but he's just the.
He doesn't seem like he'd be a not good dude.
Well, he doesn't seem
He
like
just
he'd
seems
be
a
a
little out
normal
there.
dude. Yeah. But he is. He's just a really cool dude. Like
Yeah.
it's always a good time to see him, and I'm really bummed I didn't see him at Music is Art. I was
Yeah.
trying to find him and I couldn't find him, and he apparently was like half hour late going on stage. That stage was behind, so I was like, I by that point I was like, I'm just going home.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I wanted to see Green Jello, but like I would have. But he would have been playing with them had they played. But he got that time slot. And I'm gonna go see Lazy Ass Destroyer because I don't know when the fuck Grosh is going on.
Yeah.
But and I mentioned to him like, hey, I was trying to find you, and you know I missed you, and he told me, oh yeah, I went on at 10:30. I'm like, yeah, I left at 10:30. Like the stages
You were there all fucking day.
stages were too far behind. I'd been there since basically 11:30 in the morning when I saw Jay Aquarius. Aquarius.
We've been saying a lot of people's names wrong. Sorry.
Look, if you're in a band and we play your band on the show, or you're just like a solo artist, and we say we play you on the show, and we say your name wrong, please correct us. We're just reading them.
We would rather feel like assholes and get your name right if people want to hear you than not feel like assholes and people can't find you.
Yeah.
J Aquarius and Squint.
Aquarius.
Damn.
Yeah, he said that music is art. I'm like, have I been saying your name wrong? He says, yeah. But yeah, I mean, and Squint.
Squint.
You spelled it with a Z, guys.
I know. They were asking for it.
I just read it off the sheet. I didn't, I'm like, okay, Squint it is. And then, but thank you guys. Thank you, Kevin from Squint, for telling me. He didn't like outright correct me, but he said from Squint. And I'm like, Squint? He's like, yeah. Like, okay, gotcha. I'll make sure I get it right next time. So, yeah, I mean, all the bands we're playing today, we like either know or like they all have straight up, normal fucking names.
Yeah,
spelled correctly.
They're not like creative spellings.
Like At The Helm. At The Helm's a very creative name, though.
It is.
Considering their drummer is last name's Helms.
Yeah.
Of course, The Last Rain, that's an easy one to say.
Yeah.
Mark Lee, of
Lee
course.
Is pretty basic.
He professionally, though, like on like Spotify and stuff, he spells it with 2 3s.
Oh, is that so?
So you could be like Markle 33 or Markle 33. Markle 33. I don't know, but no, but I mean,
yeah.
We know Mark, so good dude. Yeah. And the safety meeting, of course, we know we got friends in all these bands.
Yes.
Actually, you've done merch for Last Rain.
Yes, and they let me sell cookies for them. They were so great to hang out with.
Mark Lee, I haven't hung out with him much, but like he came over here the one day and we just kind of stood on the porch for a few minutes just talking.
Yeah.
He was selling me that tank top, the aforementioned tank top that I wore to the Head PE show, and the safety meeting. Of course, TJ. Yes. TJ's drumming for them.
We need to get some of their T-shirts.
I have one of their T-shirts.
Oh, we need to get orange ones. That's right.
Yeah, we need them to make orange ones because they have the bright green ones, which are we talked about how brilliant that whole idea is.
It really is.
Except
but I want orange ones.
I can't wear it on things you might not know
because it's too green.
If I had like a blue screen, I could probably get away with it, but I don't.
Does anybody use blue screen anymore?
Yes.
Really?
Actually, what's funny is there's a channel on YouTube that like famously uses green screen very poorly.
Oh yeah.
Intentionally, which is Fact Fiend with Carl Smallwood.
Okay.
And they have recently been using what they have is one of those pop-up ones.
Yeah.
But the other side of that is a blue screen, and they've been using the blue screen because he has a tattoo that's like green.
Okay.
That makes it like kind of hard to edit.
Mm. So
without like him having a hole in his arm. And like as shitty as they try to make the videos, they don't like, it's still like, let's try and fix that. Like they intentionally go out of their way to make they're using a green screen.
Yeah.
I don't intentionally go out of my way to make you think I'm not using a green screen. But I mean, like, I try my best to make it look as seamless as possible.
Yeah.
I fail sometimes. But it really depends on how lazy I'm being. If I actually feel like doing a full setup, and even then, it's just like, oh, yeah, these lights are perfect. I don't need those big lights anymore. I just need the little ones.
Yeah.
I bought $130 lights. Unintended green screen sounds like a band name. Yeah, sure.
What kind of band would they be?
I don't know. They'd probably hang out with Green Schwinn and Yellow Sauce and Red Huffy, I guess.
Yeah, right. What else we got?
Do we know any other local color bands?
I feel like there's another one. Oh, the Orange Corner.
Orange Corner? Okay. Just get all the color bands. Yellow Sauce did do a show with Green Schwinn.
Yeah.
It was a shitty fucking show.
It was at Milky's, right?
Oh, that was like the worst fucking...
Yeah.
That was the worst Yellow Sauce experience for me, and they realized it and like paid me for that one. Somebody was asking me about if I got paid. Actually, shout out to Sean Kelly who drove me home the other day from Tudor. We had a nice conversation on the way home. Yeah. I really sincerely, Sean, if you're listening, I really sincerely hope that young lady that was trying to get a phone charger from us made it home safely.
Oh gosh.
This girl comes up to us, and I guess her boyfriend called her dumb, so she walked away. Rightfully so.
I mean, it depends on the context.
I guess, right. But she was mad, and she's like, I got 8% battery, and he's like he's blowing up her phone. She's trying to get an Uber. And, she comes up to, do one of you have an Android charger? And I'm like, no, I don't, I don't live that far away from here, so I don't really need to bring a charger here. And Sean has an iPhone, so he had the charger in his car, but it was for iPhone.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked on it. So I'm like, do you have wireless charge? I don't have any charge. No. Like, can your phone do wireless charging? And I don't know. I'm like, well, listen, if your phone can do wireless charging, I can use my phone to charge your phone.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know. I'm like, okay, I can't. I'm trying. Like, if you don't know, then I don't know either, and I can't really help. Maybe see if somebody else has one. So Sean's like, why don't you go to this place over here, see if because I guess she asked at Tudor and they didn't have one.
Yeah.
It's like I wish we could help, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? It's not. We're locals. We don't need to bring our chargers to the bar.
Yeah.
My phone's gonna last me through the 4 hours I'm here or 3 hours I'm here or whatever.
Yeah.
So I might have a charger on the 9th, but that's because I'm gonna be out all day.
Yeah.
So.
Not to say if you need to charge your phone, ask Joe.
Right. Please don't. unless you are desperately in need of an Uber, trying to get away from your boyfriend who called you dumb, then maybe I will help you. If I can. I hope she made it home okay.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of like trying to do what we could, but we couldn't do anything. Like Sean offered to like call her an Uber, so no, I got one on the way, but I only have 8% battery, and that's not a great feeling. And she's like, as a woman, like, no, we don't understand what it's like, but we understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we don't have to go through that. We don't, but we can empathize. We can understand that is something you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, so hopefully she managed to get, she got in a cab. Which I guess was an Uber, or maybe she ordered a cab, called a cab.
We've had cabs that were Ubers before.
I don't know, but whatever. She got in a car and left. So I don't know. But we don't know what happened after that. I hope she got home okay.
I'm sure by now she's gotten home okay.
I hope so. So
we haven't heard anything on the news, have we?
Yeah, but do we pay attention to the news?
We don't know.
Yeah.
No.
So so hopefully she made it home okay.
Yeah.
We were kind of just hanging out and just having a conversation after the show, and this young lady comes up to us, and she's very upset and looking for a phone charger, and we didn't have one. So, and I'm like, man, I'm usually good at having random shit. Like the time I was at the Over and Out Missing Worker show, and I randomly brought a capo, and the missing worker needed one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm gonna get back at the end of next month.
Right. When the missing worker plays All WNY Halloween Night 2.
Yeah, I'll get my orange capo back.
Oh, I got to show you my Amazon shopping cart. It's all full of decorations for stamps for the weekend.
Because if there's one thing I need, it's more capos.
Right.
I have another one too somewhere. I think it's back here somewhere. I don't know. It came in a guitar crate this month. Got another tuner, got another capo. Like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm set on tuners and capos for a while. I just canceled my Get Vinyl subscription.
Yeah, did you?
I did. I've still got 3 from like 2 months ago I haven't listened to. And I'm like, I just haven't gotten around to it. And I'm like, guys, let's Like I didn't even make my September order by that point. So I'm like, look, I'm going to order my September order right after I finish sending this email. But after that, I don't, I want to cancel. And they wrote me back the next day. They're like, yep, it's canceled. You're good. We understand. We hope you come back sometime, but we understand. Sometimes it just doesn't fit into your budget or plans or what. Like, okay, cool. I'm glad they didn't give me a hard time because I've heard horror stories of people trying to get out of there.
Oh, really?
Out of their service. So, they emailed me and said you'll get a cancellation email, and then I got the cancellation email. I haven't heard back from is ASCAP. I'm trying to straighten that out with my ASCAP and BMI registration for the Living Brain Dead stuff. Anyway, so this Saturday night, 10 p.m. at Nietzsche's, it is the safety meeting. You can find them on Facebook.com/the Safety Meeting Band.
Yeah.
They're playing with Shady Hawk and Unleash the Lion Pearl Jam tribute, because that's what Buffalo needed, was more Pearl Jam tributes.
They're the best one.
I'm sure they probably are, but the best one of something that sucks still. Anyway, no offense to you Pearl Jam fans out there. I know you love that band. Anyway, but this is the safety meeting. This song is called Anxiety, and we will see you next week right here on the ThinkSoJoE show on All WNY. This button.
Please don't leave me here. I can't breathe. Please don't leave me here. I can't breathe. The water's in your lungs like a fire from your gun or 1,000 seas. The noose around your neck is held only by a red blooded slave. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. So sick of it. Please don't leave me here. I can't speak. Please don't leave me here. I can't speak. Like a cat's got your tongue and you're choking all alone on your troubles and fears. Please don't leave me here. I can't speak. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. So sick of it.